fostering young individuals towards digital literacy with Microsoft's productivity tool, Outlook. In this space, we will be sightseeing the portal of Microsoft Outlook. Communication is strengthened during this time of pandemic within the walls of modern and advanced products of technology. Outlook is the innovative program used in communication, more precisely in sending and receiving emails. But there's more to Outlook other than that. For more details, let's begin. What is Outlook? Microsoft Outlook is a personal information manager software system for Microsoft. It is a communicational application used mainly in online interactions. Microsoft Outlook is designed to operate as an independent personal information manager, as an internet mail client, or in conjunction with the Microsoft Exchange server for group scheduling, email, and task management. Outlook is more diverse when it comes to its functions and features. It is a complex application rather than just mailing. Next, we have the outline of our discussion. In this entire time, we will be expected to strongly know Outlook more by navigating Outlook's interface, knowing how to compose an email professionally, and lastly, exploring and cultivating our interest in Outlook's integrated tool, which is the calendar. Let us begin. To open the Microsoft Outlook app, you have two options. First is the online application, which is through your web browser. Type portal.office.com. You can also type outlook.office.com. Once you're in, simply go to your left side and then look for the Outlook icon. Clicking it will then open a new tab for Outlook. Let us start first with the basic, which is navigating Outlook interface. Starting with our left side. So here on our left side, you have your app launcher. Below it are the shortcuts you can use to access parts of Microsoft Outlook or Outlook itself. If you click App Launcher, you will be able to see all MS applications. For more, click All Apps. You also have your documents here. Then we have it here, a new message wherein you create message or email. We also have here mark all as read and undo. Here on our left side, we have favorites, folders, inbox, draft, sent items, deleted items, junk emails, archive, notes, and conversation history. And then if you want to have a new folder, we have also a new folder. This will help you create a separate folder for your organization or personal use. We also have in place archive and lastly, groups within your organization. Moving forward, moving here in our inbox. In the inbox itself, we also have the focus tab and the other tab. By default, all of your emails will appear in the focus tab. While as for the notifications or suggest mentions, it will be visible here or you can find it here in the other tab. If you can't find your needed emails or so on, you can check it in a junk email or in the deleted items. Here, as you can see on the right side, it states here, select an item to read. So, we need to select one. For example, if I click this, it will open the content of the email in the right side. So here it is. And then, we also have shortcuts like mark as read, flag, and even pin this email, or even delete this message. But, if you really want more options, you can directly navigate it on top. An option for delete, archive, junk, sweep, move to, categorize. In categorize, you can also make a label in it, new category, or manage it. Next is, you also have snooze. You can select a date. And we also have lastly, the undo button. And these three dots or ellipses will help you do the following. But for now, let us focus on pin. For pin, you can prioritize your email. This is where you can put a message or an email at the top of your inbox. By default, all the messages or emails that comes first or on top are your pinned messages. You can even customize it further. That is what we do if we need to open message. Now, let me go back and click this, which is the focus. Since we already have an overview here, the left, center, and right sides of our interface, let's try exploring the top. In our top bar, we have here the search bar button or search bar where you can search emails, or even author or sender, or even the topic of the email. Now if you want to filter that, we also have these options to make it more specific and fast. We also have it here within our Outlook app is the integrated Teams call button, chat button, our OneNote feed, and even our My Day, or should I say task of the day, can also be calendar, notifications, settings, questions or help. We also have what's new that we can check every now and then. This includes updates, and last but not the least, our profile. And if you can see here, we also have a notification that serves as a shortcut to your scheduled meeting. This is already integrated within your Outlook application. Now, let's try checking our profile. Just click the picture, click View Account. It will then open a new tab. It is salient also to frequently check your account, to check and add anything that will make your account more personalized. So, here we have the overview of our interface. We have also other tabs such as security info, devices, password. Just a password-friendly related tips, it is better to change your password once a month. We also have organization, settings and privacy, my sign-ins. These are the devices that is logged in by your account. We have office apps and subscription. For the subscription, you can just leave it there since our account is under debit. By default, if you go to Overview, you will be seeing these interfaces, including other settings. Once you're good to go, let us return to our Outlook app. And then let us go to Outlook setting itself. It's a best practice to check your settings also. In our settings, we have first in the top our search bar. We also have your theme. If you want to be creative in personalizing or designing your Outlook theme, themes with a star are moving, and those who don't have are just plain. Actually, as you can see in the theme section, there is actually a lot of things and designs you can use. For example, I'll be choosing this one. As you can see, it loads in my end. You see the waves as the changes. Below, we also have dark mode, desktop notifications, and then we also have display density. It can be full, medium, or compact. We also have conversation view, the top, bottom, and off. Reading pane, in our end, we have here show on the right, but usually some people prefer hide. That is how you have your reading pane. If you want to actually see all the Outlook settings, you can just click View All Outlook Settings. Clicking the option View All Outlook Settings will give you a lot of options to choose from. The second thing we need to do is composing an email. As the pandemic passed across our path, online transactions, such as emails, are considered convenient in sending and receiving messages and responses. Due to the advancement of technology, communication is getting faster and getting more effective by the use of emails. That is why we need to know how to professionally compose an email. This will help you effectively compose an email with creativity and professionalism. And this is how you do it. In our upper left, we have the new message button. Just click that one and then start filling out the details. For 2, select the recipient. Let's say we're going to send it to Patty. Then we also have the CC part or the carbon copy, where you can start adding people that you need in the email. So, let's say you have a teammate named Lydia. This is to ensure that if Patty won't be able to see this, Lydia have the copy of the email. You can add as many people as you want. For more options, we also have here in our right corner, BBC or blind carbon copy. This is the best one to use if you're going to send an email to a large number of people. This also helps in safeguarding the privacy of the receiver's account. Of course, some people don't want their account to be visible by others, and that is what we call privacy. For your subject, or should I say also as our title, let's say this is our sample email. Remember to always put your subject to ensure that your email will be seen. Some emails that don't have title or subjects will be directed to spam. So make sure to always have your title or subject with you. After having your subject with you, now let us start typing your content. So here is our content. It is a best practice to always say thank you in your email. Now, let's also add here and modify something else. So here, when you create your email, you can create any adjustments such as formatting options. Here in the bottom, you have Format Painter, Font Style, and Font Size. To make this adjustment, just highlight the words or content you need to edit, then put the type of font and then the size. We also have here additional formatting options you can use, like bold font, italic, underline, highlight, or even the font color. So let me try some of the formatting options in my content. Same as before, highlight the words or content that you want to edit or modify, and then apply your edits. As you can see, there's a part of our content that goes like, if you need a separate file for reference, please click this link. We can also add a link. You can find that here beside the font color. Just click that one, click insert link, get the copy of your link and paste it, just like this. And then, you can also rename the link to personalize it. Then, if you're finished, click OK to proceed. I just made some adjustments and there we go. So this time, let us check. If you want to remove the hyperlink, you can also do that here. The link inserted will ensure a direct access to the file of the link by just clicking. Navigating farther, we also have here more additional formatting options. Again, we have here remove hyperlink, bullets for lists, numbering, indentions, quote, alignments, sub and superscripts, and we also have more formatting options that you can choose from the ellipses. Next is the send button. Basically, the button you'll use to send your email. We also have additional modification for that, which is the send later. This send later is very useful in sending scheduled emails. We also have additional modification for this, which is the send later option. This send email is very useful in sending scheduled emails. This will send your emails in a custom time and date. You just have to set it with these steps. First, and considered as the main step, is selecting or choosing the date of your schedule. This also includes the time. Once you're all set, Outlook will be the one automatically sending the email according to your set date and time. If you're good to go and you're all set, click Send. By default, it will automatically appear as draft, and written within it is a mark Schedule Send. If you want to edit it, you still can by clicking Modify Email. Aside from editing, you can also discard your email or even attach a file. It can either be from your device, cloud location, or just simply upload and share. You can also attach pictures, emojis, and other formatting options. We also have more apps. At the end, we also have ellipses, showing you additional options you can use to further modify your email, just like editor, save draft, insert a signature, hide from, set importance. It can either be low, high, or normal. We also have switched to plain text and many more options and so on. And this is how you compose your email. Once you're good to go, you can just click send or again your other option, which is send later. Our third and last feature that we have in Outlook is the calendar. In the very first part of this discussion, you already know that Outlook itself is composed of integrated tools, and Calendar is one of them. We can find Calendar in our Outlook app through the My Day icon in the upper right tab. Once you click that one, in your right pane, Calendar will appear, which in this overview, you can also create a new event. We also have a To-Do tab in your right corner, your shortcut for your tasks. For example here, if you're done with this, you can just mark it as checked to complete it. Or, on the other hand, you can just add another task. If you want a bigger view, just go back to Calendar, then click this to launch your Calendar app. Now, here is our calendar. So, let's navigate in our left pane. Click this one. You can use it to tag it out or show the whole thing. We also have shortcuts here to browse from month to month. We also have here an add calendar option to create a new one. If we navigate here in my calendar, we have here an ellipsis that consists of modification options such as color. Color modification option can change the color of our schedule just like this, making it more personalized and gradient. Next is we also have here the charm and move to option. There are also calendars for your groups that you can check in here. Now, to see clearly, here is our center. This is where we see the full view of our calendar. We also have shortcuts in the top, and if we go to the right, we have this calendar view option. Our calendar can be modified either by daily, work week, by month, or even board. Here are its interfaces for each calendar view. This is for the daily view. You can use this type of view when you are having a full pack schedule in a day. This can only be useful if you are having a lot of hourly schedules. This is the weekly view. Lastly, for a more creative side, you can use board. Aside from calendar, you also have this integrated task pane and notes pane. You can further modify this according to your needs and preferences. For now, let us return to our weekly calendar view. We also have here, aside from the view, sharing options, and even print this one. That is how we explore and navigate our calendar inside our Outlook. So, this time, let's try making a schedule for a sample meeting. To create, click it here, the new event button, or anywhere in the calendar. You can click anywhere in the calendar since you can modify it when you are editing. Let's say I put it here, then let's start placing our details. Input the needed and required information for your scheduled meeting, the title, and so on. For the title, I named it as Sample Meeting. Now, let's start inputting our attendees. We can see here the optional button as well as the available time and date of your attendees. Next is modify the date and time. The calendar that we have in our right will serve as our guide whether our attendees or ourselves are available during that time. This will help us identify what specific date, and what specific time we are all available. The green means you are available during that time. After formatting the date and time, we have here an option which is the repeat, whether we will be repeating this kind of setup or not. By default, we also have the team meeting. We also have here a reminder for ourselves. We can also set an email as your reminder. And here we have the description box, wherein you can attach a document or a description. For example, your agenda or additional announcements. When doing this, you can always modify your description with these formatting options. You can attach files, pictures, emojis, and many more additional options. Once everything looks clear, try checking it once again. One more thing that I would like to add is the scheduling assistant. This enables you to see the schedule of your attendees. Green means okay, they are available that time. We also have the response option, which comprises request responses, allow forwarding, and hide attendee lists. We also have our status, either we're busy, available, and so on. You can also categorize this type of meeting using a color label, or you can just create a new category. And lastly, we also have here the ellipsis button that enables you to send to OneNote. We also have here via Insights and My Templates. If you're good to go, click Send. That scheduled meeting will be then synced in your calendar. Let us check for it. And there we go, we have here our sample meeting. And if you want to modify it further, you can just click that one and click Edit. Or you can also cancel the meeting. So that is how you integrate your calendar in our Outlook.